Hey, good morning. This is Mark Nejma. I'm just getting ready to pack my bag. I'm heading to Vegas, and then I'm heading to California. I'm going to send a text message to Eric and ask if I can maybe get a tour of the BNGO facility. He'll probably say no. I mean, it's very private. But I just wanted to talk about pre-market. Pre-market is something that you really shouldn't pay attention to because, number one, the manipulators are going to always drive a stock up or drive it down if they want to convince you that, oh, this is a red day or this is a green day. This stock is being, in my opinion, manipulated to the max. Again, I don't give any financial advice. I just tell you whether I feel I'm a knucklehead or whether I feel like I'm smart today. Uh, I'm really, after hearing Stockton and hearing like the argument that these guys are discovering so much all the time. I think if BNGO actually can get their hands on the ownership of the data that they're collecting, that's where the big payoff is going to be. I think the stock is a great stock, just my opinion. Again, not financial advice, but today, the markets are all under pressure. I'm looking at my charts right now, and we don't really know what's going to happen. I'll give you an example. When Omicron came, right, stocks crashed, but then they kind of went up because supposedly people were sitting home spending government money and getting really hungry to do something besides work. I don't think that's gone away. I think the generation that's out there has decided, like, hey, I saw my parents lose their house in 2009, 2010. I saw 150,000 people when I was in fourth and fifth and sixth grade and seventh grade, and my mother crying that they were all laid off from this big company and that big company. Uh, I think the generation out there that's investing is really smart, and they're saying, listen, all right, the stock market's down, but I'm going to keep investing because it's the only way that I can get ahead. Now, I'm hoping that, the opportunities that are in the world today that many people take advantage of. I hope that, and honestly, I'd like to, as I travel across the country, visit in low-income areas and tell people what I've done to make money. I mean, there's no sense of me trying to uh, pitch anybody or sell anybody anything. It's just that, oh my God, I mean, I slept on a cot for years after my house was foreclosed. And, you know, I had a big tax bill I had to pay, and I went to the market and I paid it. So to me, the market is such a great opportunity area that I can't even imagine what my life would be like um, if I didn't have had this opportunity to take the risk. And I think people really do need to take risk in order to get ahead. Working hard, I love it. But taking risk and working hard, that's the way to go. This is the capitalist society of the world. This is where everyone wants to be because there's one thing, opportunity. There isn't any immigrant in this world. There isn't any person that's in a minority that should not be investing in stocks. Understand this. Nobody is smarter than the market. Nobody's a genius in the market. Hedge funds, big financial institutions, they don't play fair. They cheat. They get together with their friends and say, okay, we're all going here or we're all going there. We're going to short this. We're going to run this up. And they know when to get in and out. And they say they're not greedy, but in fact, their cheating shows they're greedy. Have you ever seen a person that was an A student in high school or grammar school, and then you see them 40 years later, and what are they doing? Nothing. Some of them get to the top, but others just don't. Because guess what? The test is life. Okay? If you're going to make decisions in your life to get ahead, you better take some risk because risk is the only thing that's going to move you ahead, right? A room full of people, you see somebody you really like, if you don't go up to them and say hello, you'll never know what's going to happen. Same thing with stocks. If you see a stock and you want to take a risk on it, go up to it, buy it, take a risk. Everybody, in my opinion, this is not financial advice, should be taking risk in the stock market. Why? Why the stock market instead of lottery? Why the stock market instead of real estate? Okay? First of all, real estate, once you have it, right, you get growth in it, but that market can turn on you anytime. There's taxes, right? You're giving so much money every year. You're paying taxes. Maybe you're living in it. Maybe you're renting it out. Personally, I never liked the investment of real estate because it kind of dragged me down and tied me up. I like investing in the country. To me, investing in companies that are in this country is the only way to go. And I think that what I've heard over the past week in particular uh, about BNGO and being able to determine, what diseases are going to affect you and what you're susceptible to is everything. Look at the Chris Everett situation. Now, many of you young people don't know who Chris Everett was. Chris Everett, when I was younger, was a tennis player, a woman, and oh my God, she had this love affair with Jimmy Connors, and she was just so beautiful. Unfortunately, she's about my age, 60 something, and she just had ovarian cancer. But what they found out is that there was a gene that was mutated there. Now, how about you? What about you 30 years from now, or 10 years from now, or 5 years from now? Do you have a muted gene? You better find out. Because if you find out, you can prevent things. Now, with my colon cancer, I'm going to find out as much as possible. I asked my doctor, should I get a OGM test? She's like, no. See me in 3 weeks. What? I thought I had cancer. 3 weeks, isn't that going to make things worse? Shouldn't it be like, get that test, get me that information? I don't have that information. I should get that information so I can make it more logical things. But let me tell you something about the medical industry. The medical industry is sort of like those A students back in grammar school. They know what they know, and then they stop learning, or they get busy, or they have to run their office. So you really have to force yourself and force your doctors and your medical facility to make sure they're using OGM, the top thing that's going to look deep, deep, deep into your genes. It must happen. Must happen. Let's see what happens this week. Okay? There's going to be bashers. Good old Howard Cunningham and the guy Jay and Red Devil or whatever his name is that pops up on the YouTube channel and saying I'm an idiot. I don't know what I'm doing. They're going to be everywhere. Don't trust StockTwits. I do believe strongly that StockTwits is run by hedge funds. Don't trust the YouTube, the Yahoo boards. Again, manipulated, controlled. They know how to take control, and they know how to take control of your mind. Buy low, sell high. To me, BNGO is pretty damn low right now. I'm going to make a quick video on SYN. That's a stock in which I own 1 million shares. I feel like I'm in the right place there. My average price there is 37 cents. That's the way I recommend my kids to buy, is buy low and sell high. Yes, I was stupid not to sell at $15. That's my fault. But we're here now, and let's see where we're going to go. Blessings to all of you. Get out and exercise. Go kiss your girlfriend. Go kiss your husband. Be with the one you want to be with, and forever live a happy life. Thanks.